Before the Marvel Cinematic Universe became the giant it is today, superhero movies looked very different, and a huge reason for that was Sam Raimi. Back in 2002, Raimi completely reshaped the genre with Spider-Man, starring Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker. Those three films did not just make billions at the box office. They proved superhero movies could be emotional, character-driven, and cinematic in a way audiences had never seen before, which is why the cancellation of Spider-Man 4 in 2010 still stings. The project famously fell apart during development due to creative disagreements, including issues around villains like the Vulture. Sony ultimately pulled the plug and rebooted the franchise with Andrew Garfield. Raimi's version of Peter Parker was left without a true ending. Now, more than a decade later, Sam Raimi has offered a surprisingly honest update. While promoting his latest thriller, Send Help, Raimi spoke about the possibility of returning to his Spider-Man universe. And while he did not announce anything official, his comments were far from a hard no. Raimi explained that Marvel is currently in a very successful phase with its own Spider-Man, one that is deeply connected to the Avengers and the wider MCU. From his perspective, it does not make sense to interrupt that momentum just to make another standalone Spider-Man film. But then came the line that fans have not stopped talking about. Raimi said that he would love to do it, and that the day might come. That single sentence matters, because for years the door felt completely shut. Now it is at least unlocked. What makes this update even more interesting is the timing. In many ways, the conditions for Spider-Man 4 have never been better. When Tobey Maguire returned in Spider-Man No Way Home, the response was overwhelming. His appearance was not treated like a cameo, it was treated like a homecoming. Audiences connected instantly, proving that this version of Peter Parker still holds enormous emotional weight. Financially, the evidence is just as strong. No Way Home earned nearly $2 billion worldwide. That success showed that multiple Spider-Men can coexist without confusing audiences or weakening the brand. On a storytelling level, the multiverse saga has changed everything. Legacy characters are no longer obstacles, they are assets. Revisiting Raimi's Spider-Man no longer requires convoluted explanations. The framework already exists. There is also the business side to consider. Sony's attempts to build a cinematic universe around Spider-Man villains have struggled to gain consistent traction. With diminishing returns on those spin-offs, revisiting a beloved continuity could be a safer and more prestigious option. Then there is Raimi's relationship with Marvel itself. Since directing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Raimi has re-established strong ties with Marvel Studios. His ongoing discussions around Doctor Strange 3 suggest a healthy working relationship with Kevin Feige. That matters, because if Spider-Man 4 were ever to happen, it would require careful coordination between Sony and Disney. A collaboration that once felt impossible now seems far more realistic. Still, Raimi remains cautious. He does not want to undermine what is currently working. The next MCU Spider-Man film, Spider-Man Brand New Day, is already scheduled for release on July 31st. The spotlight for now remains firmly on Tom Holland's Peter Parker. But Raimi's words make one thing clear: the story is not dead. It is simply waiting for the right moment. And for fans who grew up with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, that hope alone feels like a victory. So what do you think? Should Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire finally get the chance to finish their Spider-Man story? Or is No Way Home the perfect farewell? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like the video if you still believe, and subscribe for more Marvel updates you do not want to miss.